Jai Hare Krishna, John and Sevarupa. And Tunga Vidya, is Tunga Vidya with you? Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Lila Mai Prabhu.
Dhanavad Pranam.
How
Hare
are
Krishna.
you today?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you.
Very
What
happy
about
to hear
you?
that. Very happy to hear that. I am happy. I am in festive mood because Saturday is very special. Very special. I think Sevarupa has a little bit of a problem with the sound. I would love to see Tunga Vidya, Didi.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Hare Krishna. Good
Govinda,
morning,
Govinda,
obeisances,
Gopala, Gopala.
Maharaj.
Yes, good morning, obeisances this side of the world. Good evening, obeisances your side of the world.
Midnight obeisances for Lila Moy Prabhu. Midnight obeisances to Lila Moy Prabhu.
Yeah, literally. Oh. Govinda. Well, here we are on a wobbly table. Okay, that's better. These are handy to carry with you. It's a clothes peg, just half of a clothes peg, but they come in useful all the time. And John is with us. Maybe a friend of Chintamani Devidasi. And Priyanana Devidasi, I received your obeisances this morning. Thank you very much. My obeisances to you. Through Muktinath Prabhu, you must know.
Yes, Maharaj. Dandavat to everyone.
Dandavat. And Leela Moy Prabhu, midnight obeisances indeed. Okay, devotees are coming together. I have an electrical problem. It is not your problem, it is my problem. Krishna, Krishna. Praneshwari, please recite something for a minute or two. I just need to try to get electricity.
Well, our dear Lila Moy knows the Vandan already, so he can start us off.
Jai, very good. I'm listening, I can hear, I just have to play with some wires.
All right. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitanscha Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militanjana Dasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavandanyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna chaitanya namnidhora trise namaha. Shri Krishna chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Jivana Didi. We are on festive mood because on Saturday we are just delighted to celebrate. And I believe the first ones we're going to celebrate are the devotees in Australia, and then the program in Thailand, and then the program in India, and so on. I'm so excited.
Jai. And we're already getting ready here. Oh, I think today, where are our Latvian devotees? Not with us. Okay. They're getting ready today to go to Villa Govinda in Italy. I believe 10 devotees are going there today. Hare Krishna. And myself and Goswami Maharaj, we are going to Gupta Govardhan temple tomorrow. So the day before, and various things taking place. Now, today, unfortunately, I don't have electricity. It is part of my karma. So I think we can get through the program. If not, I'll have to switch to the phone throughout. So dear devotees, it is indeed the time building up to the Vyāsa-Pūja of Gurudev, and we definitely are very much Navadip, Chaitanya Saraswat Mat conscious at this time. We've been in Navadip for, well, many years with Gurudev Sri Vyāsa-Pūja, with him present during the earlier years, and not only earlier years, many times with Gurudev present, but sometimes Gurudev was abroad. He was once in Australia, but I was with him then too, in Australia. He was once in California, and I'd have to check. Generally, he tried to be back in India for 3 festivals. One is Guru Maharaj Vyāsa-Pūja, one was his own Vyāsa-Pūja, and one was Gaura Purnima. So he tried to be back in India, and according to the schedules, we tried to do that. But some years he was abroad for that festival. And here, maybe Jivana has some first-hand experience of Srila Gurudev being in California during Vyāsa-Pūja time in one of the later years. However, coming back to the point, at least for myself, very much remembering Gurudev during this time in Navadip. He would come to Chaitanya Saraswat Mat in Navadip, and his Vyāsa-Pūja would be held there year by year by year, beginning with the year 1987. That was his first Vyāsa-Pūja celebration as such. And that was, as you know, when you see his 1987, that was when Srila Guru Maharaj was still with us. Okay, Abhinava, I got your message. Thank you very much, and happy that John is with us. Hare Krishna, all is good. And Abhinava Prabhu, good to have you with us too. And we're just having a little reflection about Srila Gurudev's Vyāsa-Pūja coming up, and how it would be really the highlight of the year, especially for the last few years. We can say the highlight of the year, because Gaurapanim, no doubt, is a highlight, but it was quite busy, you can say, in our department. I don't know whether the right word is anxiety-ridden, but lots of continuous arrangements, managements, organizing things, harmonizing things, the unexpected taking place. And of course, Gaurapanima was over a period of 9 or 10 days, and a full-time exertion of one's physical and internal energy. But Srila Gurudev's Vyāsa-Pūja, it was, well, one day, you can say, one principal day. So it built up to this day. And there wasn't any anxiety somehow. The anxiety always, the unexpected guests, those who we don't know who are coming, who haven't informed, and suddenly we have to rearrange some rooms, some accommodation, because following the Irish shloka or the British shloka about the Irish, Murphy's Law says that however much time you have to do something in, it'll take you that length of time, and many things like this. And we saw however much space we think we have, even with new buildings coming up, that space is always going to be full. We never would be with like rooms spare. So, little anxiety, only for the sake of, the last minute arrivals that we hadn't expected and being able to serve the Vaishnavas nicely. But really, it was plain, simple, pure-hearted, joyful glorification of Gurudev, appreciating Gurudev, devotees bringing him gifts and presents, bringing him prayers, bringing him their hearts, actually, and all devotees coming very sweet, cooperative mood, and no difficulty for putting up decorations. Everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to do something. At Gaurapanima time, by the time the parikramas are finished, maybe a little exhausted, many of the devotees, and trying to put up the decorations for the Gaurapanima day can be a little challenging. But Srila Gurudev's Vyāsa-Pūja, everyone's fresh. They've come and they want to do something. And we'd have the devotees, picking the mango leaves, threading the mango leaves, doing all these different things, putting up the leaves, the strings of leaves, the strings of flags, the flower garlands, the cleaning, the preparation, preparing the Vyasa-san. It was a very joyful time. Hare Krishna. So this would be that time with the devotees preparing to arrive, and the devotees arriving and preparing to arrive in these days leading up to the Vyāsa-Pūja of Gurudev. And we are always remembering Gurudev, of course, but especially on the Vyāsa-Pūja, it's a time when he was very gracious to the devotees and very tolerant to see devotees out of hours, as it were, because Gurudev, he had things to do, not only to be, you can say, sociable or to talk with the devotees. Really, he has things to do. But Gurudev was very generous with his time for the visiting devotees. And Gurudev also telling us when we are trying to limit means have devotees come at specific times, as would normally be, to be with Gurudev. Gurudev would say, don't stop them coming. They've come so far. Why have they come? They've come to see me. I must be available. And so Gurudev giving, really, we have seen, giving every drop of his energy, every drop of his blood, every drop of his privacy, every drop of actually everything for the devotees in service to Guru Maharaj. So today, 2 days before the Vyāsa-Pūja, then this would be certainly a busy time. This would be a time, of joy with the devotees coming one by one by one by one, and then We give them accommodation, give them prasadam, and then bring them to Gurudev. Bring them means escort them as they come, and we would share the mercy, their prasadam, the mercy they are receiving. We would share in that by being with them as they are received by Gurudev. So these are joyful days. But, and you may say, why are we giving them a accommodation and prasadam and then taking them to Gurudev? Well, because we get chastised. If they've come to Gurudev and then they're coming very happily, and then Gurudev asks, have you got accommodation? Have you had prasadam? And they say, oh, no, Gurudev, no, Gurudev. Then we are chastised. First, they must have accommodation and prasadam. Then they will come and see me. But some of the devotees won't listen to us. No, you must have room and accommodation. Otherwise, I get chastised. Doesn't matter, you get chastised. I'm going straight to Gurudev. So no doubt we had that eager section of devotees. And happily, that's not a criticism, it's a description. Very happily, we have that section of devotees who really they come. And why have they come? As Gurudev said, they came to see him, and very eagerly coming up to Gurudev's veranda. And our office for most of the years was at the front of the Western Seva, Paschatya Sevak Bhavan, the Westerners Seva building. And the office was at the front. And so we can see who's coming in to the temple, the main gate of the temple being just a little bit below the office, and of course directly in front of the deities. So as devotees come in, then we see it come in, we run along and give attention for them. Hare Krishna. So we are here also in Vyāsa-Pūja mood. We are here in glorification of Gurudev, and we are here in glorification of everything that Gurudev stood for. And that means Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything that's been given, though all these most valuable things, which it is so rare and so fortunate to come in contact with, to know about, to have appreciation for, what to speak of having connection by their grace with that descending grace of above, to have been with, to have the connection of savored, connection of the holy name, connection of the affection and regard of the great Parshads of Mahaprabhu, those who've come to this world to continue to rectify and to distribute Mahaprabhu's message. And so very rare to be human out of humans, very rare to be a civilized human out of those who claim to be civilized human, i.e. those who follow the Vedic guidelines for a civilized life. Then we were just reading very recently. Then only half of those who say they are following the Vedas actually follow. The other half giving lip service and don't care for this, that, and the other. And then out of those who follow the Vedic system, very few will come to, one out of so many millions will come to understand that there is the higher goal, and then that section that come for liberation, to really understand about getting free from the material world. Out of millions of those, only one will come to search for the bhakti, the devotional side. And out of those who come to the plane of bhakti, out of so many there, then only one out of so many millions, they come to search for Sri Krishna, reality of the beautiful. And this is what Mahaprabhu has distributed. This is what we've come in touch with. And we, although not there, obviously, here we are, although not there, we've got the guides and we have the guidance and we have the important part, which is we have their connection to that plane, and we need to have connection. We need to be properly connected so that the grace of the upper land can take us up. We cannot go by our austerities, penances, charity, so many things. We can only go by the mercy of those residents. So Gurudev's appearance day is a wonderful day, and a wonderful day, another wonderful day, to remind ourselves of what opportunity we have now, and remind ourselves that we must use this nicely, not to squander it, not to waste it, not to ignore or procrastinate, not to wait, think, oh, later I'll be serious, later I'll be serious. None of that. We need to try to every day wake up and today be serious. And then not only today when we wake up, but today, all day, in all our activities, we'll try and be serious. So this is something of our pre-Vyāsa-Pūja remembrance and joy at the imminent Vyāsa-Pūja of Srila Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Kali Kadambanana, Jayadev Prabhu is there with Chintamani also, and Shripad Dandi Maharaj with us, Dandavats Dandi Maharaj. And Sevarupa Didis managed to connect to the internet, and she's with Mum, Tunga Vidya Devi, Hare Krishna. And Rupanuga Prabhu in Australia, just a little while ago, Praneshri is saying, who will be celebrating Vyāsa-Pūja first? It'll be the Australians. And then a little after that, the Philippines. Here is a live Vaishnava, Paramananda Prabhu. I saw you on the internet a little while ago, Paramananda.
Me too. This must be a clone.
I wonder if one thing I could do, that is, this, I do get it to work sometimes. Now it's not. Do you think you could
Get that
from Ramasundar? You see, I'm a monster. He comes to have your association and I ask him to go away. But to get electricity, actually, we have a little problem with our adapter. Hare Krishna. Everything is temporary in this world. And electricity is also temporary, by the way. Well, it may always exist, but it's only temporarily being exploited as it is. Hare Krishna. And a Jivana Devirasi with us, Induleka Devirasi with us, Gangalila Devirasi, and Shripad Dandi Maharaj. Yes, we welcome. Oh, you're here twice, maybe, Dandi Maharaj. SCSM 360, I think, is you too.
Is Gurudev Prabhu.
Oh, Gurudev Prabhu. Okay, very good. And who is with you just there? Because about 2 meters tall.
Madhavilata.
Oh, Madhavilata. Okay.
It's behind.
Very good. Yes, okay. Jain. So preparation for Vyāsa-Pūja, and every day is a festival. And we started today, and actually today we here at what they call the Kirtan Shala, means down in the rice fields, the yoga, what sometimes is used as a yoga platform. But there we have the altar, we've got Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar. And this morning we did something, and then after that, we just together we said, today is a festival. Every day is a festival. And what did we do this morning? Well, we did a morning program. But in the morning program, then I said, okay, Before we read today from Chaitanya Charitamrita, we're going to read from Guru Maharaj something first, because often we read from Chaitanya Charitamrita and we don't have any time left because Chaitanya Charitamrita is very addictive. So I thought we'll read from Guru Maharaj first today. And so what did we read? We read translation of Guru Maharaj's Bengali. And now, see if I can quickly find it. And after reading this, and we're all listening and we're kind of going through it slowly, not fast. And then we're all thinking, yes, today is a festival in glorification of Gauranga. And after reading this, we then sang two more kirtans. We then sang two kirtans about Gauranga, one including 100 names of Mahaprabhu. Nadia Nagore, Nitai, Neche, Neche Gaire. Very beautiful. But should I read you what we read today? Yes.
Yes, yes, Maharaj.
Okay, so this is a translation and it is. I'll read it and then because I'm going to read it, then I'll tell you what it is. This is Srila Guru Maharaj glorifying Gauranga Mahaprabhu. The son of Maharaj Nanda, Swayam Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. So the son of Maharaj Nanda, Swayam Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, is now illustrious in his divine form of Sri Guru as Gauranga. He is beautiful and highly exalted, bearing his golden persona. He is the eminent lifeboat that rescues the souls of this world. Serve that Lord Gaura Hari. Worship Gaura Hari. What happened? I jumped down 2 pages. How can it be? Okay. Adorned with the heart and halo of Srimati Radharani, having dived deeply into the reality of his own wonderful beauty and sweetness. So this is God, Krishna, tasting his own reality and sweetness, all of this. So having dived deeply into the reality of his own wonderful beauty and sweetness, he is sweetly intoxicated in the perpetual distribution of his own holy name. So he's intoxicated in the perpetual distribution of his own holy name. He manifested, Hare Krishna. He manifested the full glory of Sri Navadip Dham as he appeared in his radiant gold, all auspicious form of divine ecstasy, ever engaged in Krishna Kirtan, which is a festival for the tongue. So Mahaprabhu, he manifested the full glory of Sri Navadip Dham as he appeared in his radiant gold, all auspicious form of divine ecstasy, ever engaged in Krishna Kirtan, which is a festival of the tongue, for the tongue. Hare Krishna. Gauranga gave the spiritually auspicious darshan of his eternal associates to the world. He drove the masses of people mad with the nectar of his spiritually all auspicious name, vanquishing all sins from the core of their hearts. Serve that Lord, Gaura Hari, worship Gaura Hari. He incessantly distributed the spiritual fortune of his own divine name. He did not regard as fruitful the paths of endeavoring for material wealth, lusty material desires, or grand material dreams as captured by poetry. He widely made available the fifth end of life, which had never been given before in this world. Note, that is the divine love for Krishna found in the Lord's original divine abode of Goloka Vrindavan. You see, we take that for granted also. But Mahaprabhu came with that, what had not been given before. Krishna Prema of Goloka Vrindavan. Okay. Gauranga Gaurahari is the great benefactor whose heart is melted with compassion for the fallen. And out of that feeling in his heart, he accepted the dress of a beggar, the renounced order of sannyas. After accepting this dress, he took shelter in Nilachala, Jagannath Puri. Okay, here comes some food for my computer. Hoping. Dry. Okay, we have electricity. Thank you very much. Okay, he then, after taking sannyas, he took residence in Puri. So Gaurahari is, so we're almost finished, but I told you I was going to read from Guru. Gaurahari is the resplendent golden personality, glorified by the scriptures and saints. One moment, saints. No. Gaurahari is the resplendent golden personality, glorified by the scriptures and saints. He is the greatest distributor of spontaneous, loving, divine service. He is the Lord whose glories are sung throughout the scriptures, describing the transcendental knowledge, the Puranas. And he, Gaurahari, performed greatly maddened dancing and chanting amidst the wonderful sounds of the kartal and mridanga, as he was shown great affection and honor by the fallen souls. He is the grand abode of divine peace of relief for one and all. He is the grand abode of divine peace of relief for one and all. Serve that Lord, Gaurahari. Worship Gaurahari. So, now what happened to my Zoom? Oh my goodness, I lost you all. Oh, here you are.
Dear Maharaj, can you please share in the chat so I can share it on the page? Because I was looking around and I couldn't find it.
I'll tell you where it is.
Okay.
It's in the songbook.
Okay.
And yesterday, completely separately, Paramananda Prabhu, who is now returned along with electricity, and I'm going to give him a sitting place, both he and I completely separately wanted to sing this song yesterday evening. And let's see, sorry, okay. We are sharing Asang, okay. Here's the big devotee and here's the little devotee. So we both separately wanted to sing this yesterday evening. And I mean, really, I was actually hankering to sing that song yesterday. And Paramananda completely separately was also hankering to sing that song yesterday. And then this morning, we read the translation yesterday, but then so like nourished, then we thought this morning we will read this translation again. So it's the kirtan in the songbook which begins Guru Rupa Virajita Nanda Sutang. But you see, I didn't first say, oh, this is a song in the songbook and I'll translate it. Why? Because it is a song in the songbook, but it is, what we read is the translation of Guru Maharaj glorifying, and it is Guru Maharaj, by the way. In the earlier songbooks, it is wrongly written at the top that it's composed by Gurudev. And Gurudev will be unhappy about that because it's Guru Maharaj's composition. And that's 200% sure, by the way, just in case you have an older version of the songbook. And so this is how we started our day. And then after reading that, we said, today is a festival in our temple. Really, to see, to feel the glorification, to hear the glorification of Mahaprabhu from the pure devotees. It is very wonderful for us to have that opportunity to do so. And this, Guru Maharaj is given, Gurudev is given, Gurudev is given, Guru Maharaj, all related together. And here we are, the family, that family of Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, and the extended family which will continue throughout the ages, and maybe more and more difficult to recognize where it is. But now we already have this connection. We don't have to think, oh, what will happen if I'm born again? And then how will I find where is the current? We must try to now say, well, now we have the current. We're not going to fear the future, and we're not going to look forward to the future and think that things will get brighter in that sense. But we'll take the present moment, the present time. And Krishnendrani Revirasi joined us also in the night in Brazil. Krishnendrani, welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat. I'm from Turkey, Maharaj.
Oh, Krishnendrani from Turkey. Oh, well, very happy to have you with us. We also have Krishnendrani in Brazil too. Your namesake. Krishnendrani, I'm very happy to have you with us. And I do remember you and think of you often. So we're very happy to have you. Gurudev's family lady, very expert and careful to reproduce Gurudev's words in Turkish, and of course, in your speaking in English too. Hare Krishna. And I know Krishna Devirasi with a polar bear. My goodness. And Amiya Sindhu Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So Paramananda Prabhu has joined us. Paramananda Prabhu. We've been talking a little bit about preparing for Vyāsa-Pūja, the glories of Gurudev, the wonderful mood, everything like that. And Paramananda Prabhu can say a few words for you.
I can only say that I'm always at loss of words when it comes to Gurudev Vyāsa-Pūja. Really, even during Gurudev's time, when he was still present, thus manifested his form and his lila for everyone to see and everyone to participate. I was calling Srila Govinda Maharaj, and it was a week of preparation just to give a simple call, because I really didn't know what to say. Really, I thought that whatever I say, it will not be sufficient, no matter what I say. No matter what shlokas and scriptures you quote, it's not going to be sufficient to express what we actually feel deep in our heart. And this is why I sort of dislike the official part of it, because you cannot really share what is really in your heart with others. I mean, during the so-called official ceremonial kind of part of Vyāsa-Pūja, but I really like the gathering, informal gathering of the devotees and god brothers and god sisters and extended family too. Later on, when we can freely share what we experience with Srila Govinda Maharaj. And one of the things, Madhusudana Maharaj was just mentioning how we read in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Mahaprabhu is instructing Srila Rupa Goswami, and he's explaining how difficult it is to attain what I'm giving to you right now. He's giving that example. He's taking Rupa Goswami and showing us example how precious it is. And he's saying out of so many different, out of actually uncivilized beings, there are some, out of billions and trillions of uncivilized, there might be one who is uncivilized who is civilized more or less. And out of those who are more or less civilized, there will be, few that are okay. We can consider them to be educated personalities. Again, more or less. Out of those, there will be billions and trillions of siddhas who almost, and this is actually said by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, almost achieved perfection. And out of billions and trillions of those siddhas, there is only one devotee of Lord Vishnu. And then Maharaj said, Lord Vishnu. And really, and who are we trying to aspire to be the devotees of? The Krishna of Vrindavan, of Goloka Vrindavan, aspiring to be the servants of the servant of the servant of the servant. Like Kulakshekar Maharaj goes extra mile, Yad Britya Britya Paricharaka Britya Britya Brityasya Britya Mitikal. Itimam Smara Lokanata, servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. This is his sincere desire. That's how I want to be known by the Lord, not by the public, but by the Lord. So you can see he's not even trying to represent his case in front of the public to gain some minute pratishta, but he is saying, Lord, please, you remember me as the servant of your very small servant. I'm a servant of that very small servant, etc., etc., etc. So anyhow, and then we come in touch with that. And I'm thinking, how is in my case it is possible? I'm always thinking about my case. It's a healthy thing. If you want to analyze somebody, we should analyze ourselves, which is really a good advice by Srila Govinda Maharaj to do on a daily basis. Self-analysis, Atmanikshepa. And then I'm thinking, how is that possible for me to come in touch? And then we've been singing every evening. We're singing almost every evening, Saraswat Arati. And if we're not singing physically, it is in our heart, Saraswat Arati. As soon as you're in front of the deities in the evening, you remember the verses from that beautiful composition, again by Srila Guru Maharaj. And there's a beautiful line, Gaura Bhakta Kripa Patra Matra Siddhisara. By the grace of the devotee of Gaura, all the perfections will come to you. Everything will become possible. And I have this beautiful photograph of Srila Govinda Maharaj in Bangkok in his house. And under the photograph, it is said, everything is possible by the grace of Guru Maharaj, the words of Govinda Maharaj. So really, such a precious opportunity came to us. And really, even though I said so many times, millions of times, and I'm gonna keep saying millions of times to myself, not to take this opportunity for granted, because there is no guarantee. No guarantees whatsoever. And life passes very quickly. We have no time to waste for all sorts of nonsense. And if we carefully read, if we not just mechanically chant prayers of our predecessor acharyas, then we will see that they are saying many times that no, do not waste your time. Do not waste your time. You will regret it big time. So use this moment, use this opportunity immediately, right now, without delay. And yet I'm not following that. But at least I'm remembering what they're saying, which is a good sign to me, for me. So there's some hope for such an insignificant personality. Once Srila Prabhupada disciple came to him and he started saying, oh, Prabhupada, I'm so fallen, I'm so fallen. I'm the more fallen than the most fallen person in the world. And Prabhupada looked at him and said, you are not most anything. You're simply insignificant. So I always remember that too. That's a perfect statement that harmonizes my life situation. So simply insignificant, but somehow a recipient of mercy. And we're in the middle, not in the middle, we're in the beginning of Goloka Mahatmya of Brihad Bhagavatamritam Sanatana Goswami. And he describes how this innocent Brahmin, and he repeatedly says he's a foolish, uneducated, he doesn't know what he is doing, he doesn't understand what the mantra is. Not the fruit the mantra will bear, how to properly chant the mantra. But yet he is a recipient of mercy of Gopakumar, the recipient of mercy of the Vaishnava, and the Brahmin is the recipient of mercy of Kamakya Devi, who happened to be the consort of Lord Shiva. All of them are devotees. So if we receive that mercy, regardless of our absence of qualification, we will come to at some point, we will come to that platform that Guru Maharaj speaks so high about, the platform of dedication. That's where it all starts. Then we will feel something real one day.
You see, we've both been in the same evening class, the same morning class, and this morning, at the end of the program, very traditionally, then sing Hari Harai Nama Krishna. And then this morning, thinking about this Kobe Habe Bolo Sedi Nama, then we sang at the end of the morning reading, Kobe Habe Bolo Sedi Nama, and then Hari Harai Nama Krishna. Just to make that reminder to ourselves, when will that day be ours? Hare Krishna, Govinda Govinda Gopala Gopala. So, Shripad Dandi Maharaj, you are a disciple of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. Please say a few words in preparation. Of course, this is preparation time. Preparation for Vyāsa-Pūja. Microphone, yes, хорошо.
Yes, Maharaj. Dandavad, Shyamasud Maharaj, Shripat Parmanda Prabhu, Jivana Didi, Parneshwara Didi, all Vaishnava association. Dandavad. Very beautiful, very charming day of Vyāsa-Pūja of Srila Gurudev. Yeah, it's in our case, in the case of devotees who have not so much connection, personal relation with Gurudev, but our approach to Gurudev is more simple through approach to his mission, through his wonderful followers, our wonderful devotees. So for us, Gurudev presented us his lectures, of course, and his beautiful devotees, our acharyas and other beautiful devotees who are serving the mission of Gurudev. And association with these devotees, we certainly understand Gurudev and his mode, his instructions, his lila. It's more certain for us and more available for us if we serve Gurudev devotees. And Krishna himself говорит, if you want to serve me, then you have to serve my devotees. And I don't accept as my personal servant and as my devotee someone who is not serving and not glorified my devotees. Then same principle is also useful and is same truth is related to, we can say, same related to Gurudev. And if we want to follow Gurudev really, and we want to serve Gurudev really, then of course we have to glorify his devotees, we have to glorify his mission, and we have to show his mission. And like Srila Vasudha Maharaj always remember us, we have to be practical. It's not some theoretical philosophical system that's from ancient times. It's practical thing. And what is practice? What's our practice? Actually, our Gurudev is in his mission and his instruction and his servants. Then this Vyāsa-Pūja day is year after year. We have this chance to increase our eagerness to associate with our beautiful devotees and to chant with our beautiful devotees and to serve to our beautiful devotees. And we like to sing this beautiful song, Guru Arati, in the day. Also, it's very divine and excellent glorification of Gurudev. And without changing, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Arati Ujvala, Shri Bhakti Sundara. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Arati Ujvala, Rakana Padapiche, Bhovana Mandal. It's the arati of Govardhan is, and Gurudev is residing at Govardhan. Now he is Samadhi, and in the Navadvip also he is Samadhi. So Gurudev is always with us through his divine association, and he gives this association through his devotees. Govardhana Padapiti, the Bhuvana Mangala, I most inspiring for me when yes, day to day, time is coming and something more inspiring made for us. But this verse is so inspiring. Gava Krishna Jnana Abhina Swarupa. Now I think about this verse most. This actually Krishna Jnana is Gurudev. Gurudev is our God, our Mahaprabhu. And Guru Rupam Harim Gauram, Radha Rucham Chavitam, was actually Mahaprabhu revealed his divine form before us in our Gurudev. And Gurudev then revealed himself through his associates and his devotees. And it's beautiful, it's charming. Actually, we don't know, we have no connection with Gurudev, we have no connection with our mission, with our beautiful devotees. And just changing holy name is not enough for satisfaction of Gurudev. We are thinking now, we are all thinking how to keep this connection, how to satisfy our beloved spiritual master. And certainly we can satisfy our master if we satisfy his devotees. Serving in our places under shelter, under guidance of such devotees, and such devotees have to be satisfied with us. Then Gurudev will be satisfied. Then, so we have to try. We have to try to satisfy devotees of Srila Govinda Maharaj. Then our Vyāsa-Pūja day will be real Vyāsa-Pūja day.
Hare Krishna.
How to do satisfy the devotees of Srila Gurudev. That's our life is devoted. Purpose, actually. Our life purpose is to serve Krishna, but how to serve Krishna? So Gurudev. It's very practical. Everything that we do is very, very practical. So it's have to be in our real life, not just in imagination, not just in thinking, in philosophy, but it has to be in our real life. Then how to do is we have to try. So much.
Jai Maharaj, Jai Maharaj. And indeed, the Lord always comes with his associates, and the Guru also has his associates, and Gurudev definitely had his associates and had his circle of devotees and those who he gave so much grace to. So we always want to be with them. And Krishna and Rani Didi, I don't want to put you on the spot, so don't feel that you have to, but Krishna and Rani Didi in Turkey, she really is a recipient of Srila Gurudev's mercy. We have seen it with our own eyes, and such a gentleman, I don't know what the word is for the lady, I think gentle lady you can say, a gentleman lady devotee, and very capable. And Krishna and Rani Didi, if you wish, would you like to just say a few words? Maybe your experience also, something which can give inspiration to all of us in remembrance of Srila Gurudev? If you wish, yes.
Maharaj, I feel very fortunate to have all the pure association of all of you, all the devotees. I'm not a devotee, but I just had the fortune of meeting Srila Gurudev. And I remember when you were just reading from the Kirtan book that Srila Gurudev always said, if everything is lost, and if only the Kirtan book stayed, that would be sufficient for us. So this is what I remember right now. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Dandavat to all of the devotees. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Sweet.
And thank you for giving that reminder. Gurudev said in this way about the songbook. And also, similarly, we've heard Gurudev and perhaps saying Guru Maharaj too, about the Sharanagati of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And certainly we've also heard, and this is quoting, I think, not only Srila Guru Maharaj, but Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur too, about Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So each of these three places, the songbook, the Sharanagati, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything is in each of those books, of course, in its own particular way and presentation. But that's a beautiful reminder. And that's why we really should be, and we don't want to say this word sadhana always, because sometimes our devotees are afraid of the word of sadhana, the word sadhana. We really should try to have the regular practice of singing, or if we're at home, at least reading the translations, giving honor to the book, honor to the authors, reading the translations, and making our daily nourishment from these sources. And we can also say that everything is in Gurudev's books. The revealed truth, affectionate guidance, so many things, divine guidance, so many, wonderful things are there, which is so much, it's everything for us. Guru Maharaj is giving us Chaitanya Charitamrita, giving us Sharanagati, giving us everything, giving us the substance of the Kirtans. In Guru Maharaj's books, everything is being given. And of course, Srila Prabhupada's books. And when we came from ISKCON, and then the devotees, there were so many resistances from the devotees in ISKCON coming to Srila Guru Maharaj. But one of them was that they're saying, but everything is in Srila Prabhupada's books. Why are you going anywhere else? But Srila Prabhupada's books is telling us to come and take shelter of the pure devotees, to come under the current of Mahaprabhu. And so following Srila Prabhupada's guidance, coming to Guru Maharaj. So everywhere, it's not just that we have the books, but it's the practice from the heart. We need to follow what's being presented there. And how we can capture the gist of that nicely is by satisfying those who are following, those who have got the gist. And how have they got the gist? By satisfying those who have got the gist. And this actually is the current of the descending flow of Krishna Prema, the descending flow of Bhakti. And in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, that simple-hearted Brahmana who was going here, there, and everywhere, he had faith to the mantra, but didn't know anything. But when he heard that same mantra from Gopakumar, at that point, then Sanatana Goswami says, from that point, actual Sankirtan, taking the name of the Lord in Sankirtan, began, when he was able then to actually hear this from the devotee who knows it, who has got the feeling. So life comes from life. We are coming to the life of all life, the eternal life of devotional service, of ecstasy and joy in Goloka Vrindavan. But that life comes from life. And so it comes from those who have it. So we have the Kirtan Guide, we have the Songbook, we have Sharanagati, we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, but we must have the devotees. And this is where also described that even a moment's association with a pure devotee can make the complete change in our life, to change things from being our knowledge, our practice, practice in the sense of trying to do something like the children, they play it doing, making a tea set and whatever it is, they play it doing various things. But the transition from the following what we would do and then doing it under the connection with the connection from above, that transition is the transition which brings us to the life world. So these songs in the songbook, they really are for us to try to capture the essence, and capture the essence by singing the songs in service. And Krishna and Janididis reminded us, it is our service to the songs, to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, to Narottam Thakur. It's our service to Gurudev and Guru Maharaj to sing the songs, to capture the meaning. And as Gurudev said on different occasions and in different ways, that we shouldn't just sing, making sound, just sending sound out into the ether. Said we should sing with heart, we should sing with understanding. So everything we do must be service oriented, and we must also sing the kirtan in service mode and try to adopt the prayer. After all, Guru Maharaj explained back about Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur that he's teaching us how to pray. So we need to adopt this mood that's being presented by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, etc.
Actually, these are the songs of the hearts of the saintly personalities. So what that ecstasy, the feelings they're having in their heart, spilled out on the pages or whatever, palm manuscripts or paper, and then that's what we're singing. It's not the marketplace songs or popular songs. The revelations coming from the heart of the saintly devotees. So really, if we can just dwell on that, think about it, meditate upon it, and what kind of reverence we must have while we're singing that. And like Madhusudana Maharaj said, Govinda Maharaj begged, I said, I beg you, please try to understand while you're singing those songs because of what they are. Speaking to myself.
And to me. Hare Krishna, Jivanadiri, I know you're bursting like a volcano ready to burst, to say something, please. Looking like, yes, feeling like that, all the way from California. Feel it. Jivanadiri, please.
I just was going to say one small thing when I was listening to Dandi Maharaj's, how he was talking, that it reminded me how Srila Prabhupada would say that you can tell the quality and the brilliance of a speech by how many times the word Krishna is repeated. And so when I was listening to Dandi Maharaj, I was thinking how many times he said, beautiful devotees, serve the devotees, and how many times that came up, how that's a good measure also of how wonderful of a talk and a mood it is. So I was just thinking of that.
Beautiful. You see, when they're with devotees, they come and they show spotlights in different ways. All right. So I'll let you all continue to prepare for Sri Vyāsa-Pūja, and let us all come together here in Gupta. We're not in Gupta Govardhan today. Tomorrow I'm going to Gupta Govardhan, and then on the next day is the Vyāsa-Pūja day. And almost certain it's being broadcast, right?
Yes.
I expect it's being broadcast. Usually it's 11 a.m. Thai time, which is this time. This now in Thailand is just 11 a.m. So usually it's this time that it will be broadcast live from the temple there. So open invitation to join us on Zoom. I don't know the Zoom address. It usually stays the same. But in the meantime, let us all participate in keeping our focus, our appreciation, glorification, service, everything to Srila Gurudev's lotus feet, especially this time. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rapa Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. All the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. Shri Pad Bhakti Ashraya Dandi Maharaj ki Jai. All of the exalted devotees ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi.
Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki
Jai. Oh, Maharaj, before you go, Dandavats from Tunga Vidya Devidasi in Japan, Udarandas Prabhu, Kumar, Michael Madhava Thompson, Audar Jalila.
Okay, wonderful.
And Maharaj also, Krishna Mohini Devidasi from Sweet Lake City, Kiti Kadamba, and Kate Coolish.
Okay, wonderful. And I know each one of you with your hidden names too. My Dandavat Pranam to each of you, and we'll hopefully see you in a couple of days too.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for the inspiration. Thank you. So very special, so very special. And Dandi Maharaj, you mentioned something, maybe I misunderstood, but it was so beautiful. I took it as you said it, just like Srila Gurudev is our Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, means that actually not different from Mahaprabhu. Krishna, Janitava, Abhina Swarupa means no different from Mahaprabhu. Gurudev is not different.
Exactly, but I took it as Gurudev is our Mahaprabhu, and I said, wow, yes, he is our Mahaprabhu. Thank you so much. It was a beautiful surprise to know that you are his disciple. I didn't know. So it's so sweet to know, so special. I love it. And Chintamani and Jaidev, I didn't have the time because it was so quick. I wanted to introduce Anu Krishna just to let Maharaj know that she was the host of Vishaka, but there was no time. I mean, I was trying to catch the moment, but it was very difficult.
I'm not sure your service is so pure and spotless. We're so indebted to you that we can come here twice a week, and it's so
It's like clockwork. It's like absolutely perfect every single time. You know, it's so wonderful.
Because we have that association, and what happened today with Krishna and Rani Devidasi is so special. She spoke from her heart, and every time a devotee talks to us, it gives something to our heart. It nourishes our heart. So each one of you, any seconds of participation, that is a blessing for the devotees. So it's so very special. Tunga Vidya Didi, I'm so happy to see you. So happy.
Haribol.
Very
happy to see you.
I hope you go to England, but you will always connect with us because we need your presence. We need your blessings.
Oh, I need all the Vaishnava's blessings.
And yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday, belated birthday. You should have told me. We would have had some balloons for her today.
I love
blessings.
I love you so much.
Thank you, Didi. All blessings are upon you. You're such a wonderful example of dedication, nourishing your daughter, your granddaughter, so beautifully. You're giving so much. And not only to them, you're nourishing us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Beautiful. So Dandi Maharaj, my eternal Dandavats. So we will be following all the programs. We start with Australia, and then we go to Chiang Mai, and from Chiang Mai, we go to India, and from India, we'll go rolling during the day until late on Saturday night. We have again BBBC. It's a wonderful plan. Hare Krishna. I love you all. Thank you so much for being so special. So special. Bless you all. Hare Krishna.